You know, I've honestly got nothing to really say here. And here I was, thinking after the last video on Quantum TV that I could stop making videos on him and go back to making fun of bad Elden Ring reviews and Sony fanboys. You know, surely there would never be a Quantum TV 6, and it especially wouldn't be my third Quantum TV video in a row this month. Oh, how wrong I was, because Quantum TV has made yet another great decision and amazing video about said great decision. So what was Quantum's great decision? Well, he decided to track down the Act Man's mother's phone number and call her to quote-unquote get a hold of the Act Man. Which that excuse is just complete bullshit. Like, the two have spoken on Discord plenty of times before. He has the Act Man's contact. However, according to the Act Man, Quantum TV decided to leave some not-so-veiled threats towards his mother and his family, which obviously really angered the Act Man, since the Act Man has basically said that if he sees Quantum at his house, he's going to shoot on sight. Which in all honesty, I would say is fair, because if somebody's called your family, right, they've managed to track down your family's phone number over some internet drama with them, and they call your family and threaten them, which although Quantum says that he never threatened the Act Man's mother, in his own video where he leaks the phone call, he contradicts his own argument, as he says to the Act Man's mother, "I don't want to drag anyone's family through the mud here," which is a pretty horrible thing to say. Like, you do realize what that implies, don't you? Like, I know if somebody called up my mother over some internet drama and said that to her, I would be fucking livid, because you don't do that. But anyway, we're gonna be watching his video titled, "The Act Man Threatened to Murder Me." Now, I am gonna heavily edit this because, you know, I don't want Quantum to be able to false strike this video. But anyway, let's just get straight into it.
The Act Man has officially threatened to murder me. You heard that correctly. He has threatened to take my very life.
Oh my fucking god. No! What the Act Man said is specifically that if you turn up to his house, he will shoot you in self-defense. Mainly because you are threatening his family, which although in this video you say you didn't do, we're gonna come to find out that he did. I mean, really though, what fucking reason is there to reach out to the Act Man's family to quote get a hold of him when you've spoken to him several times before on Discord, where he has offered to get into a call with you and discuss things? I'm sorry, there is no reason that you would do this other than to gain some leverage over him. Or in other words, threaten his family.
I can confirm Quantum TV is threatening me and my family with doxing and violence. News to me. Even reached out to my mother saying we wouldn't want our families to get hurt or involved in this. Also news that I said that on the phone call.
I'd rather not drag a family through the mud given the times and the current status of the world. You understand what I mean? Like,
yes, never threatened the Act Man's family. I mean, dude, this is from your own video. You literally say, I wouldn't want to drag anyone's family through the mud. Like, sure, it's not exactly what Act Man's mother said that you said, but it's close enough. That's still a threat, especially because the Act Man's family were never involved in this. It was only you and the Act Man. I am pretty sure any reasonable human, if this happened to their family, would react in a similar way.
I wish I was fucking joking. If we see you, Quantum, we shoot on sight. I'll say that again. If we see you, we shoot on sight. So I could just be like walking out of my home, and if you're there, you shoot?
No, if you show up to his family's house and he sees you. AKA, you commit a crime by going out of your way to track him down, and you trespass on his property. Like, what the actual shit? Are you gonna try and claim that the Act Man is just gonna shoot you if he sees you? Like, no, of course he's not gonna fucking do that. Jesus Christ, Quantum. I mean, if you want to know why he's doing this, it's because Quantum knows his days on this platform are numbered. Because he knows the Act Man has a case to get him removed from YouTube. And he wants to do any and everything to try and discredit the Act Man. And slander him like he did Review Tech to try and make the Act Man's case weaker. Thing is that in both cases, he's actually made his opponent's case stronger.
Where are the contexts for this?
The context is very clear. You show up at his house, he will shoot you. I mean, seriously, do you want me to spell it?
He made an on-site murder claim that he's absolutely going to do this.
And when you have locations that I've gone and that I travel to that I frequent, it means you're watching me. And I don't fucking play with that. I'm gonna let you know I live in the state of Florida, and that's all I'll say there. You can look up Florida laws on defending yourself, okay? The stand your ground law.
Holy shit, the hypocrisy here. You know, I gotta ask, isn't this technically the same thing as what the Act Man is saying he'll do? Look, to be clear, I'm not calling Quantum out for this. I'm calling him out for the blatant hypocrisy here. Like, you're basically saying, hey, it's okay when others are threatening me and I say that I'm going to stand my ground and defend my family with a firearm. But it's not okay when I'm the aggressor and somebody else is saying that they're gonna do exactly what I was doing. Like, seriously, dude, I know this is the third time I've said it, but this is just blatant hypocrisy.
Act Man is not some small guy. The Act Man is somebody with 1.3 million subscribers on an international level. Anyone from all around the world has access to his content.
I mean, dude, that's not something exclusive to having 1 million subscribers. You probably have subscribers on an international level too. Heck, so do I. Most of my viewers aren't even from the country that I live in, which is Australia.
And he has fans, even in the state where I live.
So do I. It's not a thing that's exclusive to 1 million subscriber YouTube channels. Anyone can have viewers anywhere. Doesn't matter what size their channel is. Like, dude, I've got subscribers from Germany and the Philippines.
So, someone, even if it's not him doing it directly, he can absolutely, and has, motivated some absolutely violent people to agree with his logic here. You see, he's literally incited a mob. He is basically, on Twitter, not even basically, word for word, says, Act Bros Unite for honor of Act Mother.
Oh my fucking god. Are you serious, Quantum? The way that Quantum is framing this is just unbelievably dishonest. Like, seriously, dude. The tweet is him making a joke, responding to his brother, not him inciting a mob. Quantum TV, you lying sack of shit. Like, seriously, Quantum, do your arms get tired of all the reaching that you've got to do? Not only that, the tweets Quantum is showing aren't even responses to that tweet. Like, these are what the responses are. They're just memes.
The other thing that I find very, very strange is all of the gun emojis and memes and people right down to talking specifics.
Oh my fucking god. Do I really have to explain that they're memes, dude? They're jokes. None of these people are going to kill you. Like, seriously, dude. One of them is a Halo plasma pistol. Oh no, God save Quantum TV. He's gonna get shot with a Halo plasma pistol. Like, dude, what the actual shit?
Now let's be very clear as to why he's doing all of this. He's doing this because in his heart of hearts, he believes I need to be removed off of the platform.
You do, dude. I don't really know what to tell you. Like, you've literally violated YouTube TOS by ban evading and abusing the copyright system. That is grounds for channel termination. And in all honesty, you're a pretty shit human who doesn't deserve to be on this platform.
And to do so, there is no low he is willing to stoop to, or is unwilling, rather, to stoop to.
I mean, it doesn't really seem like there's any low that you're unwilling to stoop to in order to save your dying YouTube reputation. Like, seriously, everybody knows that you're in the wrong here, except you.
And we're seeing it here. This is a personal vendetta.
I mean, dude, you are a genuine danger to this platform with your repeated copyright abuse. All the Act Man is doing is making sure that something actually gets done about this, and that you actually get some kind of punishment for your shitty behavior.
Why is he doing that, you might ask? Well, let's go over a series of events here, okay? Give you the full picture of what's truly happening, okay?
Yeah, don't worry, I'm sure Quantum can tell us the real story here, even though throughout this entire situation, he has lied through his teeth and blatantly taken things out of context. The latest example of that was literally 2 minutes ago in this video.
I called his mother, 2:32 my time. Now, none of this is relevant if you don't know what's going on. He reaches out via Discord, supposedly willing to have a conversation.
I mean, yeah, it kind of seems like he was, considering the only one who was unwilling to have an actual conversation is you. I mean, we have the conversation right here, where he's saying that he'll talk to you in a voice call. So he was willing to have a conversation. The only one who wasn't was, well, you.
When that conversation didn't get the result that he was looking for, he then basically plastered, hey, I'm just here to let you know the ramifications. He really loves talking like he's some big hot shot that can really do a whole lot. And in the end, it's really just ego.
Oh yes, it's all ego. The Act Man has absolutely no idea what he's talking about. Unlike Quantum TV, Mr. Four Factors over here, who doesn't have an ego. I mean, seriously, Quantum. The lack of self-awareness here is just unbelievable. Like, if anyone in this entire situation tries to act like they're a big hotshot that knows everything when they actually don't, it's you.
I was just trying to let you know the ramifications. I'll clean your clock. You better be prepared to sell that wedding ring on your fucking finger. Your house, your car, your keys, your kids, your...
I will admit, that stuff is kind of ego. However, the thing is that he's pointing out to you that if you take him to court, it's not going to be cheap. You will bankrupt yourself if you do it. Mainly because, firstly, the Act Man is probably gonna have a really good lawyer. And secondly, when he wins, and yes, when, he is going to countersue, which means that you will be paying his legal costs.
I'm trying to find Act Man. So what would you do as a human being if you're trying to find somebody who is hiding behind the stage name, the Act Man? Well, you're gonna look into them.
I want you to remember it here, folks, that this motherfucker is literally admitting to trying to track down the Act Man and find him in real life, based off of YouTube drama. Oh yeah, but there's no reason the Act Man should be scared. I mean, it's not like this obviously mentally unstable human being is trying to track him down and find him in real life, based off of YouTube drama, with unspecified intentions, shall we say. I mean, seriously, in the last video, didn't Quantum say that he wasn't trying to find anyone, and that, you know, it was other people sending him this information, but now he's admitting to going out and looking for this information himself? I mean, if you really needed any more proof that this guy was a pathological liar.
You can Google him right now and you can get all of the same information I did. It's not hard, okay? There's no law being broken, and everything I found on him was public record at that point, okay?
Still, I think it's quite alarming that you're trying to track down the Act Man in real life over internet drama, when you can talk to him on Discord. You've done it before. So why do you need to track him down in real life to get a hold of him, unless there is some kind of leverage you're trying to get over him? Like, I'm sorry, but I just don't buy it that Quantum just wanted to contact the Act Man.
So once you have public record, I literally call the first number associated with his legal name. The first number I called was disconnected. Well, that's not gonna work. I need to contact him. He's doing a lot here. His fans are attacking me. They're destroying my website. They're destroying my comment section. All because of his claims here, okay?
Yo, whose fault is that?
Well, that's a good question. Whose fault is it? It's your fucking fault. Are you fucking kidding me?
Quantum, you do realize none of this would have happened if you didn't abuse the copyright system. Firstly, this entire situation started because you threatened mischief with a false copyright strike, which is illegal, by the way, as you're not allowed to use the copyright system to bully critics. Then you doubled down on everything, tripled down, quadrupled down, however many downs you can go on this entire situation, but somehow this situation would have blown over Until you tried to false flag the Act Man. Then you did the same dance that you did with the whole mischief situation, and now you're basically just angry that there's actually consequences when you do something bad.
And maybe he doesn't understand what it's progressed into, right? The kind of monetary loss in the real world that it even has led to, and some other things.
A reminder, Quantum, that there would have been absolutely no monetary loss had you not threatened to false flag mischief and just left his original video alone. Even after that, nothing bad would have happened if you hadn't went through with false DMCA striking the Act Man. Like, I'm sorry, Quantum, but your monetary loss isn't because of what anyone else did. It's because of your own actions.
He probably doesn't know. Give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Nobody's trying to hurt anybody on YouTube, of course. Surely that's not his goal here, right?
I mean, it kinda does seem like your goal here is to hurt the Act Man on YouTube. Since you've been spinning this situation the entire video as if he's actually threatened to kill you without any reason. Even though he hasn't, he's basically just said that he's gonna defend himself. But I mean, it's not like he has anything to be scared of. I mean, it's not like this obviously not very mentally stable person is trying to track him down in real life.
So I thought. So let's play a game. How many times did I actively ask his mother to pass me off to him? Because truth be told, I never wanted to talk to her in the first place. The entire reason of the call was reaching out to him to try to get a hold of him to try to resolve things, right?
The dude has given you several chances to do that in Discord DMs. Even on Mischief's livestream, they gave you a chance to get on stream and talk to them. And we've all seen the Discord DMs of Act Man trying to reach out to Quantum. But you know, it's kind of weird that discussing these things and sorting them out all of a sudden doesn't matter when it's being offered to Quantum. Sorry, Quantum, but there's no justification for what you've done here. You were given plenty of opportunities to hash things out with the Act Man, and you didn't.
To settle differences and move on with our content, right? How many times, honestly ask yourself, play the recording back, turn up your headphones if you got to, okay, so you can hear the audio. How many times did I ask for her to transfer me to him?
To be fair, he does ask a lot of times. But I would like to ask this question to you, Quantum TV. Why the fuck was it necessary to track down the Act Man's mother and call her, so that you can get a hold of the Act Man? There is honestly no way that he just did it to get a hold of the Act Man, when he has had the Act Man on Discord for weeks and has been capable of talking to him. Honestly, what did he think he was going to accomplish with this? But anyway, I'm not going to play the whole recording for you because it's quite low quality and honestly we'd be here all day. Instead though, I want to play you a few clips and you tell me whether this could be considered kind of threatening. Especially since remember that Act Man's mother has no idea who Quantum is. You know, some random stranger has just called her up and said, "Hey, I'm looking for your son, he's done some internet drama."
So, I'm trying to avoid any kind of litigation or lawsuit by talking things out, so is there any way I can get in contact with him? Public records. And I want to be able to, I guess, talk to him to kind of mediate this out, so that we don't have to go to court over it. Because the damages that he's causing are quite substantial. I can send over a cease and desist letter from my lawyer. I mean, this is to the point where, and I don't really like to go that route. It's not that I don't have the ability to go that route. I'd rather not drag a family through the mud given the times and the current status of the world. You understand what I mean? Like, we all have families and stuff we're trying to accomplish. So I'm not trying to derail anybody's livelihoods with something that can easily be talked out. So I'm trying to be a reasonable party to please reach out.
Yes, very reasonable, Quantum. Threatening to drag their entire family through the mud and derail their livelihoods if they don't comply. Yeah, don't worry guys, Quantum is trying to be the reasonable party here. There are absolutely no threats whatsoever. I mean seriously, Quantum, do you realize how bad this looks? You are threatening to derail their livelihoods and drag their family through the mud if they don't comply. Like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, dude, you were trying to prove here that you didn't threaten them, but in doing so, you proved the opposite. That you in fact did. I mean, seriously, Quantum TV over here just digging a hole and jumping into it.
Everyone is extremely easily fooled by rumors, and I'm not impervious to this. Sometimes if you see something that's outlandish and crazy, you might believe it.
You just proved that said outlandish rumor was true. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, dude, you didn't disprove anything. You actually made it worse. Because now not only does the Act Man probably have a recording of you saying the things that he accused you of saying, but you've admit to saying them in your own video. Like, dude, that is not a smart move whatsoever. Like, I know Quantum's sitting over here probably thinking like he's some three-dimensional chess genius over here, but in reality, dude, you've just put yourself in checkmate. I mean, seriously, to call Quantum a clown at this point is really understating things. Quantum, you are not a clown, but the entire goddamn circus.
So I'm gonna give everyone here maybe the benefit of the doubt. Not that many people deserve that, especially since no one has been fair about this entire situation.
I think everyone has been more than fair to you, Quantum. I mean, you've been given plenty of chances to defend yourself. Plenty of chances to admit that you are wrong. Plenty of chances to stop what you are doing and reconsider your actions. And you've squandered all of them.
Let's also then pretend that you didn't hear me in my public statement video, which is still live on this channel, disavow my hacked tweets.
I'm not even gonna go into the whole hacking thing, like, I've said it way too many times, but I should mention that there is literally no proof that Quantum was hacked. And with a few questions, the entire story can be torn apart as easily as one-ply toilet paper. Like, it's literally just an excuse so that he doesn't have to address the shitty things that he said.
Let's then pretend that you also didn't know that I said repetitively, that in 2018 I've been hacked.
Well, Quantum, just because you say something, it doesn't mean it's true. Like, made-up shit doesn't become real just because we say so. Otherwise, all kinds of fictional shit would be real, like Santa Claus, or the Easter Bunny, or Colonel Sanders.
Pretend for a second here, okay? I'm this horrible human being.
Indulge me. For 1 second, pretend that I'm an idiot.
Okay, I'm there.
Why on God's green earth, if you genuinely felt that way, would you not report me to the authorities? Right? Because, let's be real, Act Man is saying that I am threatening a woman here, okay? This is a serious crime.
No, you're threatening his family's livelihood. But even still, what can he really do with that? I mean, the two of you live in different states. Probably most of what he can get here is a restraining order. But even still, do you really think the Act Man would tell you publicly whether or not he's filing a police report? Like, do you think he's gonna post on Twitter like, hey Quantum, I'm filing a police report against you? Like, that's only gonna cause more trouble.
Wouldn't that make news? That would make news. Celebrity YouTuber has his family threatened by another YouTuber.
Oh yes, I'm sure you would love if it made news, Quantum, because at the end of the day, all publicity is good publicity. But no, of course it's not gonna make news. I mean, the Act Man isn't really a celebrity YouTuber, he's a game reviewer. Like, do you think like CNN and fucking Fox News are gonna cover a YouTuber that has 1 million subscribers? No, of course they aren't. That's moronic.
Funny how on his very same Twitter, his own fans asked him, hey, can you show us exactly what he said? Never responded because there is no text message correspondence.
I mean, what's he supposed to show them? Like, he wasn't there to record it. It was his mother's home phone. And there were no text messages. It was a phone call. Although now he can just send them your video.
But he felt so threatened by the fact that I'm not backing down. That was the moment he just made up in his mind. We're gonna lie, we're gonna manipulate everyone.
You do realize the Act Man has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't care whether or not you back down. Because at the end of the day, if it goes to court, he'll win. We've seen similar cases to this. He will win. Not only that, he's also said that he has the money to go to court with you. The person that probably doesn't is you. I mean, in all honesty, no one really cares whether or not you back down. Like, you're just making a fool out of yourself.
All the people that you've seen uniting against me making content about how horrible I am
Hello.
are either fans of Act Man or all the people making those videos, or the people who are making those videos have a reputation of making their money on YouTube with controversy.
I mean, yeah, is there anything wrong with that? What is wrong with specifically YouTubers profiting from controversy? That's exactly what the news does. I don't see you talking shit about them. Like, have you ever read a newspaper or watched an episode of the news? That's what it is, controversy and negativity. Like, if you're angry about YouTubers doing this, you better be calling out every single news station next.
They don't care where the controversy comes from because controversy sells. They need it to live. If it were coming out that Quantum TV is actually innocent, God, that would destroy their credibility and their reputation behind their takedown journalism.
Well, then it's a good thing that isn't coming out, because there's undeniable proof that you aren't. I mean, even if we ignore all the bigoted shit that you've done, which, trust me, pretty hard to, you've still abused the copyright system and used it to threaten creators and silence criticism. So there is no conceivable way on this planet that you are innocent, my guy.
They're not going to own the fact that they're wrong on any of this stuff.
But we're right. There's undeniable proof of it.
And the thing is, not a single one of them can definitively 100% show anything of me on video or anything prove on video that I'm typing or anything, any of this shit. It's just all hearsay.
Are you sure about that, Quantum? I'm not gonna show any in my video, quite frankly just because I can't be bothered to find them for myself so I can put them in this video. But I'll point you over to this video from Mischief, which has a few of them in there, and honestly you should go watch. Link to that will be in the description.
And this demand for me to come on camera time and time again and to explain everything away as if I'm some guilty person and that there's some authority, there's some governing body I need to answer to is ridiculous.
I mean, nobody here is saying that we're the governing authority that you have to answer to. The only authority you've got to answer to is YouTube, who will likely terminate your channel after Act Man has his meeting with his rep at YouTube. And also, you definitely don't need to be making these videos. I mean, in all honesty, making these videos is just making your case worse.
When you fail to answer to them, they will crucify your reputation, as they have done.
You have done that yourself.
Honestly feel quite sorry for you, Quantum. In all seriousness, I really do hope that the police are able to find whoever held a loaded gun to your head and told you that you have to threaten Mischief, tell the entire Elden Ring community to commit seppuku, accuse Rich from Review Tech of being a kitty diddler with zero evidence, and false flag the Act Man. Hashtag justice for Quantum TV.
When every single live stream and every single video I've ever posted has been about television shit.
Oh yes, every single upload you've done has been about television. Oh, except, you know, your game reviews and the video where you accused Rich from Review Tech of being a kitty diddler with absolutely no evidence. Not to mention the multiple response videos you've made to this, which have mostly been deleted because of the backlash against them because of how horrible they were.
The people are doing this because they want to pass harassment off as criticism.
It is criticism. Just because somebody calls you a couple names, it doesn't make it harassment. Not to mention, Mischief's original video, which he made on you, was undoubtedly criticism. So was the Act Man's video. In fact, the Act Man even refused to talk about any of the bigotry associated with you, in favor of just criticizing your Elden Ring review. Like, honest to God, this guy is so fucking inconsistent.
They want to teach me a lesson.
Oh, trust me when I say we are well aware at this point that there is nothing we can teach you because you aren't willing to listen. At this point, we just want you off of the platform. At this point, we're just trying to deter others from thinking that it's okay to abuse the copyright system on YouTube anymore.
For telling them no and fighting back against them stealing other people's content.
It's not stealing because we're using your content for fair use works. Stealing would be if we just took your content and re-uploaded it without changing anything. Thing is, we're actually transforming your content, which makes it fair use.
They want to feel as though because I'm unwilling to provide YouTube with a lawsuit to legally make them remove it. For every single person doing this on the internet, that because YouTube denied my claim because I'm unwilling to submit a lawsuit, that it's copyright abuse.
It is. Even YouTube themselves said that your claim was false. Doesn't that tell you something? Like, I'm sorry, Quantum, but you're not gonna win this. Because if you take the Act Man to court, he will undoubtedly win, because his video is fair use. And if you want to contest that, you need a judge to agree with you. Which you won't get.
That's not how it works. It's just they denied the claim because I'm unwilling to go through with the legal proceeding process and give them the legal proof that they want.
What? What the fuck does that even mean? Like, I've got no idea what he's trying to say here. Yeah, no shit, you need to put in your legal information to file a DMCA takedown. If you didn't, that would be kind of flimsy. Because then anyone could file a false takedown with no ramifications. Which is basically the system that we have now, but, you know, it'd be easier to do so.
There's so much to this that, like, I could go down this rabbit hole forever.
What rabbit hole are we talking about here? I've genuinely fucking lost the plot. Like, what the fuck is this guy saying anymore? Like, it's all just fucking gobbledygook at this point.
I think you should probably try to put yourself in my shoes, okay?
Alright, just give me a second to do that. Traits of narcissistic personality disorder.
Imagine for a second that, you never said any of this stuff, which I didn't. And somebody comes out and they make these disgusting claims about your character and what you've done to their mother.
But you did all that stuff. Earlier in this video, you literally showed a phone conversation where you basically threatened to derail the Act Man's family's livelihoods and drag their family through the mud if they didn't comply with you. I know he didn't say exactly that, but that's kinda what you're implying when you say things like, I don't want to drag anyone's family through the mud, or I don't want to derail anyone's livelihood. You're basically threatening that you will do those things. You know, I would spin this around and ask Quantum to imagine how Mischief would have felt when Quantum threatened to copyright strike him for no fucking reason. But let's just face it, we all know Quantum wouldn't be able to do that.
And they destroy your reputation as much as they can within their power.
You have done that yourself.
And then in the end, they do all this to justify threatening to murder you.
Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this. Maybe Quantum TV, but the Act Man doesn't want to murder you, okay? All he's doing is standing his ground and defending his family. Alright, he's not just gonna find you and shoot you, alright? Like, why would the Act Man want to kill you? He literally has no reason to, unless you actually go out of your way to cause him any harm in real life.
When they know I've never threatened to do anything, I just wanted to talk.
You can talk to him, dude. You've been able to talk to him on Discord this entire time. Like, you didn't need to cyberstalk him and contact his mother in order to get into contact with him. Honestly, fuck this video. I'm done here. That's the end of the video. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, why not subscribe? Turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter, JordanCSNo. Subscribe to my second channel, JordanCS2. If I really need to say this, please don't send any hate over to Quantum TV. It's really unneeded. Don't dox the guy. No harassment, nothing. I don't condone any of that. But that's all for today. So, until the next one, piss off.